I have been in the past, but I'm a little cheap, so I don't really buy it if I don't have to.
Not going to Starbucks.
No.
Okay. How do you feel? How do you feel like you performed last week? And, do you feel like the offense made some progress? You mentioned coach wasn't all that crazy about how things turned out. How do you think things came together for you guys offensively?
Me personally, I felt like there's a few throws I could have made a little better, made it easier on some guys. But in terms of the mental aspect of the game, I felt very well prepared and knew where I was going on every play. A couple of them, the execution part of it didn't fall the right way that I wanted it to, so I got to work a little bit on that. But through 2 weeks, I love the way our guys are playing. I think they come out with a lot of energy. We've established ourselves pretty firmly in the first 2 games, definitely on the ground, and in the air we're picking things up. So it was nice to see a lot of play out of guys like Jeremiah and Sam, and looking forward to week 3.
I mean, going up against this defense, they got 7 turnovers. Not surprised, but are you pleasantly surprised that they've got so many so far?
Our defense?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome. It's great to see our pass rush has not missed a beat. We're getting after every quarterback, and I know that's going to be every offense that we go against worst nightmare going up against our pass rush, just like it's been in prior years. And it definitely gives us a spark when we can get back on the field quicker than we anticipated.
Easy to get up for a team like Duquesne, a team that obviously made the playoffs last year, but a team that this program's had tremendous success against them in years past.
We've always felt like we're one of the top teams in the country coming out of a conference that's as tough as ours, and we know that we beat up on each other, and sometimes we get overlooked for the playoffs going in. And with their kind of slightly easier schedule, they've been able to have some pretty good seasons and make it into the playoffs. Not necessarily saying that they're better or worse than us, but we feel like we're a better team coming in prior years and this year. So it'd be nice to go out and prove what we can do to them.
So there is incentive a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I know they've had really good record years in the past, and we not necessarily have had those great record years, but once we've gotten to the playoffs, we've kind of shown what we can do once we get there, and we're looking to do that again this year.
Again, to have the 49ers here, Nate, I don't know if you can meet them or not, but just to have an NFL team here use the facilities.
Yeah, I mean, like Cash was saying, it's kind of cool. I haven't really seen anybody yet. I don't spend a lot of time on campus just as a grad student now. I'm here a lot later. But knowing that they're here, knowing that our facilities are being used by those same guys that Coach Terry told us this morning at our weightlifting, that those guys don't look that much different from us. And he's really making it known for us that we could be those guys if some guys just put in the work. So to know that we're kind of comparable to those guys is pretty nice.
Jeremiah had a great day on Saturday. Obviously, the catch that was on the SportsCenter top 10. What have you seen from him and his improvement? Seems like you're comfortable with him. I know he worked on his diet, his body, and looks really in the best shape of his life. So what have you seen from him going into this year?
Yeah, it's nice to see that explosion back in Jeremiah. He lost around 25 pounds coming into this season. He looks fast. He looks nice in his routes. He's a fifth-year guy with me. I've been throwing to him for so long. It's just really nice and comfortable throwing his way. All his routes are nice and crisp. He really sits guys down and can really get open against just about anybody. Even in our practices throughout the week, he gets open against our guys, which is not easy. So through 2 games, I'm really happy with the way that he's playing, and look for more explosive and great plays out of him.
What's allowed this offense to kind of create an identity so quickly? There are a lot of new faces coming together on this, and it seemed like, right off the bat against Stanford, you guys knew what you were doing, and you were able to execute it, and that game plan looks very similar against whoever you guys played against.
Howard,
Howard,
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, I mean, you always game plan each week for each team that you're going to play, but at the end of the day, we're going to do what we know how to do, and that's establishing ourselves on the ground, and then as soon as we need to air it out, we're going to. And we've got playmakers across the board, receivers and running backs. I think everybody in the country knows our running backs are top tier, and so far through 2 games, our linemen have been as good as we could have imagined. They've been very physical. They've come out and they've just established themselves, and like I said, doesn't matter who we're playing, we're going to have to play our game, and right now we've established that.
Hey, with that being said, and you've been here a long time, is this the best cast of characters that you've had? With all due respect.
Yeah, I mean, that's hard to say. I mean, you would have liked to seen a lot better production out of some guys that we've had in the past. I think athleticism and talent-wise, we might have had some better characters in previous years. But right now, just as a collective unit, we're getting what I would think is probably the best output out of a unit that we've had since I've been here. Obviously, the number one rushing offense in the country right now through 2 games, and that's just only 2.
You mentioned that you guys think this offense has even shown a lot of what it can do. There are a lot of things you still can show that you haven't got to yet. Do you feel like you're just kind of scratching the surface a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, whatever we have, 731 rushing yards through 2 games. I mean, that's on like 100 attempts. We only have 32 passing attempts, I think, and I've only thrown for like not even 400 yards. I mean, I'd like to think that I'm a lot better than that I can show people that I'm a lot better than that. So in games where we finally get the chance to really air it out and show what we can do there, I'm excited to get that opportunity. But we're doing great so far, so no complaints.
Are the 49ers your favorite team this week?
I'm not really a big fan of the NFL, but I got a cousin that's a huge fan of the 49ers. He gave me a text to try and go get some autographs. So if I can, I might try and sneak one without anybody seeing, because that might be kind of embarrassing. But yeah, it's going to be pretty cool to have them here this week.
You guys have faced a couple deficits early in games, and there's been some adversity here and there. You guys are able to kind of move past it, where years past that hasn't always happened. What's brought this team together in those moments? What's allowed you guys to kind of come together there?
I think Coach Terry Grassetti is a big part of that. He taught us this summer to get through some real adversity, wherein years prior we had just really struggled with getting hit in the mouth and coming back out firing. He was a guy that taught us that early in the summer and kept it very consistent throughout the summer, and even still this morning had a tough lift on a Tuesday morning. So and the guys just this year are really settling into their roles and knowing that it's not bigger than me. I'm just one guy that's got to take care of what I can do. So whenever they're getting up for a 6 a.m. lift or they're going to meetings, they're paying attention, they're doing what they can. And everybody's just buying in really well right now. And when you don't have guys bought in, the adversity kind of pushes you back too far, and sometimes it's too much to overcome. And right now, it's not even close to that case.